Welcome back to Caves of Kut. Last time we ended up dealing with a bunch of enemies around the entrance to the grid gate, and now we have quite a few turrets below which should pose a lot of threat to us. We are going to die a terrible death if we don't find a way to deal with them. So the first thing I do, I want to recharge my force bracelet, because without the force field I think we may be unable to proceed. And we also would like to craft a few EMP grenades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be good enough. Okay, now I think we're ready to go. By the way, in the meantime, I wanted to come up with something cool for the thumbnail, and I didn't want to steal anybody's artwork, so I have made this picture of Dromad merchant. Honestly, I have no idea how to draw. It took me quite a while, but this game definitely brings up the best in me. So, let's activate the force bracelet. Let's use our EMP grenades and let's deal with these guys. Okay, there are quite a few of them, and unfortunately I think we can die in a few shots if we are not careful. So let's throw a grenade in the middle. What does it do? It makes them pulsed. Supposedly that stopped them from functioning. Unfortunately, it shut down my force field. But I can enable it again. Good. Okay, let's try to deal. Hey, it looks like the force field is crushing them. Or they're dying after shots. Yeah, look, the rifle turret reels from the force of your bludgeoning. Actually, the force field is destroying the turrets. That's amazing news. I had no idea it worked like this. Oh my god. And I'm almost dead. What's happening to this guy? This one didn't get crushed. So let's try to use our healing items. We have a few solve injectors. And I'm curious if I can melee this guy. Okay. It would be a pity to die to a worm after we are killed by a turret. At least this droid is friendly. Okay. It's time to wait it out, because honestly it feels like... Wait, I have a teleprojector, maybe it can do something to turrets. Let's see. Well, there are no more turrets left, so... Well, there is one. Can I use this teleprojector? Okay, so this does allow me to dominate robots, but the turret didn't want to get dominated, unfortunately. So we'll have to kill it. So there are a bunch of things on the ground. I think we took quite a few bullets from that, yeah. Now it's just a matter of finding a gun. So we have some basic tribal items in the chest. And what did I find? I found a glow sphere. Is it something that gets worn as a torch? Interesting. It's a phosphorescent globe that fits into the palm of a human hand and glows with the light of auroras absorbed eons ago. So this is some kind of ancient flashlight, and it's badly damaged. I can use it now instead of a torch. Wait, am I seeing it right? What if I remove it and I equip a torch? I think it's much brighter than a torch. I may be wrong, but that's what it looked like. So if I put on the torch, I can see down 1, 2, 3, like 4 squares. If I put on the glow sphere, let's see what happens. Yeah, I can definitely light up a much bigger distance. That's amazing. So that's a very useful item. There's another glow sphere here, and there's a ring mail, which I think I'm going to equip. There are some enemies fighting. I want more armor, because it looks like this place is full of deadly traps, robots, and turrets. And I don't want to die to a stray bullet. The robots are helping me a lot, and I see there is another creature which I haven't seen before yet. Wait, it's a ring mail, it's not a creature. Okay, so now that we cleaned up a bit and the robots helped us, we should be able to move through safer. There are still a bunch of worms, but I will let a robot deal with some of them, and we can clean up the rest. Good. Okay, this place is surprisingly easier to deal with than the surface if you don't count the deadly turrets, but I believe I need to find a way down somewhere, and then there should be a layer of Baratrumites. I'm going to try to deal with some of these enemies at range. Like this guy is definitely going to electrocute me, so I want to shoot him. Ah, he left. And I will try to hide behind the robots, at least for now, so we can find our bearings. All of these locations seem to be full of worms, which is very unfortunate because they seem to be quite tough, despite of being worms. So let's sprint and try not to get cornered, because that's the last thing I want to see. I also don't want to get electrocuted, so I'll try to use ranged attacks for now, until I run out of arrows. Okay, so this is not an electric tick, it's an electrofuge. It's another tick apparently, it's a dog-sized spider tick, but this one is bigger, and actually it took quite a few arrows before it started to even feel wounded. It also damaged me by 11 hit points by electric discharge, so I would rather keep my distance for now. I don't know if I can, but I'll try to stay away from these worms and let robots deal with them, because honestly, dying to worms after dealing with so many turrets is the last thing I want to do. I also had time to check forums a bit and the Wikipedia, so now I know that harvest tree can be used on some of the world objects, but apparently they do not regrow, which is unfortunate because I would like to have some kind of a small farm. There is a mod for that, but I'm not going to hurry with the mods. I'll probably make another character after this one dies, or when this one dies, just to be able to maybe have fun with the world a bit more. Right now I'm just feeling like I don't remember anything about a lot of locations. So let's try to get our bearings, try to remember which kind of creatures exist, what kind of towns we can find, and then start playing around with the world. So for now, we're just going to take it easy and hopefully somehow deal with all these worms which are everywhere. I'm just happy there are no electric ticks anymore, because those seems to be the most dangerous creatures in this area. The worms I can deal with. I can't imagine how much harder this area would be if we didn't have these droids helping us. So you probably don't want to enter this location unless you do quests for Joppa and you get the droid scrambler. Because if I was here and the droids would be hostile, that would be impossible to overcome at this level. Just too many creatures to deal with, and the robots seem to be pretty tough. Like it says average in the comparison graph of the difficulty, but I don't think I can take on 3 or 4 of these guys by myself. There are some furs, another ring mail, but still no guns, which is very unfortunate. because I believe like this is the one thing that stops my progress. If I can find a pistol or two, or if I can learn how to craft them, that's going to help significantly. And I keep cracking my projector, so I should probably not bother with building up my inventory for now until I come back and fix my stuff. Maybe I'll find a better skull plate or something similar to put on the head. Don't think I can repair it now. Yeah, I don't have the scrap metal anymore. And I don't think I have any scrap that could be useful to disassemble, so I could repair it. I mean, this recorder... No, it's not a scrap metal as well. So unfortunately I cannot do much about the damaged inventory at the moment. But it's just one armor point which we kind of recovered by equipping the ringmail. So hopefully it's fine. There is an electric creature, another electrofuge. So let's let the robots deal with it. I don't want to get shocked to death. I also don't seem to find any way down, unless I missed it already. Let's look carefully. Is there no way down? Apparently there is, I just didn't see it. Here it is. So, let's go and see what awaits us. I immediately notice a robot and a few creatures, like this crab, which I don't want to fight. But I don't want to run away from the stairs too much, otherwise I'll be cornered. So let's try to bring them up and finish them all one by one, with the help of the robots. Yeah, I do lose quite a few experience points on that, but I would rather level up later than die, so that's an understandable sacrifice. And here the robots cleaned up everything while we were away. Okay, so where are the friendly bears? There should be some kind of an entrance to the compound, I believe. And these seem to be falcrete walls. These are like concrete, but probably stronger. Why is this wall purple? Is it a graffiti? Yeah. 19 miles a second for a plethora of pockets. Some kind of madman keeps leaving this graffiti around. It seems like another hermit, yeah, so at least there are some neutral creatures here, which helps to deal with the monsters. And that's a bear, which means that it's time to sprint. Let's go around and hide behind the robots. I'm not looking forward to fighting this bear. Okay, good. So there's a way down, but I'm curious if there's anything useful on this level. So before we go down too much, let's explore. And I'll try to avoid creatures for now. The robots can deal with them. There is a slug snout. It looks like some kind of a pig, which spits at me for quite a lot of damage, so I'm not looking forward to getting battered by pig's spit, especially if it's like a bullet. What do we have here? An infiltrator from Putus Templar. It looks like there are some creatures who may be fighting the hermits. There's a Templar Squire. Wet skin scintillates behind his ears. His spine cambers in anticipation of its blood-faded curvature, and he pokes out his chin in emulation of his elders. Sword grease stains his hands. Can I speak to the person? Live and drink. So I think these Patas Templar are some kind of fanatic organization which hates mutants. So that organization will actively try to capture or defeat any mutant they can find. They are okay with me because we are playing as a true kin, so let's not piss them off. There is some kind of weird artifact, and it's pretty expensive. I could probably afford it. By the way, I just noticed we have 2 weird artifacts ourselves. What are those? Let's examine them. So there's a flaming staff. I don't know where I found it, but it looks fun. Okay. And it has a chem staff. But wasn't there another weird artifact? Hold on. Let me sort out through the menu for a sec. I thought there was another artifact we had. Oh wait, there were 2 flame stuffs somehow. Well, I guess we're going to sell them. What do they do? It's a cudgel and deals extra damage, but it's made of brine stuff, so it's pretty weak. So we have a cell inside of it, which is called small cube. Maybe it's some kind of unique cell. Let's try to find out what it does. It's a metered chem cell. Okay, so we can see the percentage of the charge, which is nice. We can make metered object ourselves. And suddenly a lot of things disappear and we teleport. I think there was some kind of mental mutation at play, which just triggered space-time vortex or something similar. I'm happy we didn't end up in a different dimension. There's another chainmail, which is actually better than ringmail because it's not 3-2, it's 3-1. So we're going to take the steel kukri, which is like a knife, and we are going to equip the chainmail, which is better than what I have. Okay, that's an upgrade, which is going to be useful in the long run. Do you have anything else that could be considered useful here? I don't think so, so we can go down. Unfortunately, there are no more chests, but thankfully there are no more turrets. And turrets are the last thing that I want to see, since they can completely end the run. Now, I don't see robots anymore, so I should be careful. Maybe there are none on this level. So let's try to use the ones that we know about. If the enemies decide to go at us. Who are you? It's a spark tick, but he's bloody. So I was confused why is he red. He was just covered in blood. So all these electrical enemies can go fight the droids. I don't want to deal with them at all. Unless we pick up some electrical resistance, we should try to stay away from them. Let's make sure they're not chasing us. And then we can proceed. Okay. So I'll be using this tactic where I go up and down. There's also only 1 bear left, so I'll try to kill it myself. We'll see how well we can deal with it using the stun button. It seems to be working one-on-one. At least for now. I'm watching my health closely because I don't want to die to a critical hit. Okay, that worked. Let's recuperate. And there is a giant centipede, which I should be able to take on as well, since we managed to kill the bear. Okay, now it's a good time to make a camp. Because we are getting hungry and that can damage our fighting abilities. That's another Vine Wafer Star Apple meal. Let's see what is the effect. 15% natural healing rate. It's not bad. Okay, so this door cannot be opened by me. Can I walk around? Yes, I can. So these doors in this area, because of the ruined, are also not that useful. So there is a hand cart which I could take, but it would basically slow me to a crawl. So I will probably keep in mind that this exists and forget about it. Let me see. Oh, I cannot carry the whole chest, unfortunately. I know what I can do. So I have the card now. Oh my god. And there is a very nasty enemy here. Let's drop the card. I was going to drop it off at the surface, but it looks like we may be in a problematic situation. Remove. And let's take back our stun rod. And let's take the glow sphere. Okay. Time to try to survive this. What can we do here to avoid the death? Well, obviously we can use the healing item, because that's a given. Without that, we're going to die to a couple of hits. I also hope that this boar is less dangerous in the melee than it is at range. So let's test it out if we can stun it. Oh my god, I need to drop this card, otherwise it's going to completely overweigh me. Where is it? I don't need the chest. And where's my card? Did I drop it? I think I did. No, I didn't. Here it is, it's in the tools. Wow, 150 pounds. It's really heavy. Okay. So far it's not doing much because it's stunned. Okay, that was dangerous. So let's get this bloody card and equip it. And let's get this chest. And I'm going to walk up to the stairs. I'm going to drop the chest. It's a bloody chest, that's why I cannot find it. Okay. And now a bit of inventory management. I want to put the card back in the chest. I wonder how does it fit, but don't ask. This is a roguelike. There are temporal distortions and something like that. Okay, so where's the bloody card? Here it is. Okay. So now we have the chest, which is bloody as well, which looks fancy, by the way. Maybe I should make my chests in the town bloody. And now, if I ever need a card and I don't want to buy it, I can come back, so let's make a note about it. Okay. Grid gate level 3 has a chest at the stairs up with a handy card. So now if I forget where it was, I can find it again. Good. Let's get back to the exploring and hopefully find the Baratrumites. I'm not afraid of these insects anymore, so that's good. That is some progress. What is this room? There's a lot of different scrap. Can I have it all? I think I just fixed my problem of being unable to craft and repair things. What did we get? 5 bent metal sheets. That's scrap metal we were missing. And a lot of other things as well. So let's see if we can quickly deal with it. Cracked lens. Maybe I should turn on automatic scrambling. That would help to avoid these situations. Circuit boards, energy relays, and fractured microchips. Okay, so now if we go to tinkering, we have plenty of scrap metal and scrap electronics, which reminds me that I need to fix... Wait, I did fix it. When did I do that? I forgot. Anyway, I thought I cracked it. Yeah, I think I fixed it. So now we are in a good shape. Let's look around, not die terribly, and figure out where do we go next. And these enemies are not much of a problem anymore. Well, probably when there are two of them, it's not as nice, but one on one they should be easily manageable. We are almost at the level. I guess next level I'm going to look at our stats and skills, because otherwise we may be weaker than we should be, because I am not leveling up. I'm just focusing on exploration and not investing in the character. The electric tip can bite it. I don't want to deal with it in any way. But these centipedes seem to be okay. At least while they are not cracking my equipment. Okay. This part of the level is almost explored. Seems to be pretty safe. Let's check the bottom right and we should be good to go. I want to find another room with crap like that. That's going to be helpful for my crafting. Okay, so the only way is up for the northern wall, so we need to switch the screens, and I think we have arrived, most likely. Okay, so we finished the step to locate the Baratrumite enclave, and this is our level. Okay, what's this? Some kind of force field? A force barrier. And there is a bizarre contraption. I'm not going to examine it yet, because if I break it, it's going to ruin my quest. What's this? A communication panel. Let's try to use it. Voice transmitting through panel. "Begone, wayfarer. This is no place for you," says somebody. I am going to say that I come from Joppa, and the elder Erudite calls me the friend. Enter then, traveler. Oh, so they didn't let me through the force field, but they let me through here. Interesting. It looks like a cozy place. Who is this guy? He does look like a bear. Mafeo. Mafeo's bristling mane contorts in such a way that in the faint light he almost looks to be grinning. Fastened to several of his quills... Wait, he has quills? Is he a porcupine or a bear? Fastened to several of his quills are tiny bells meant to draw the attention of prospective customers. Aha, so he's a merchant. So he has cry steel boots, weird artifact and quills. Interesting. Maybe it's like quill hair. And there are a few chests which I don't want to even try to take, especially because there is a chain laser emplacement. Let's talk. Welcome to Great Gate, Delver. Care to enhance the quality of your stay with a wise purchase? Actually, don't mind if I do. What wares do you sell? Oh, I sell whatever sundries that meet my standards of quality, with some measure of curation. I try to ensure that my shelves carry a bit of many things, but you can count on finding more than enough ammunition and a few recoilers that can lead you back here in difficult times. Okay, so now we can buy a recoiler to come back here. If you have anything in need of identification or repair, I can take care of that for you, for a few drams. Interesting, so this guy can repair stuff which I can't repair. What is this place? Why, this place is Great Gate. All the vaulted halls, the giant of Kroll, the gentle hum of chain turret emplacements. I noticed quite a few outside. Mafeo continues. There's nowhere like Great Gate in the Hall of Good Friend. I have enjoyed it in my comparatively short time, but I always return here. The very air buzzes with knowledge, as well as quite a few other things. Well, I wish they would clear the entrance. It's really hard to get in here. Maybe they don't want the travelers to enter, but they could at least deal with the insects. So, what kind of creature are you? We are called the Urshiib, friend. Our kind are smarter than average bear, sharper too, a bit more handy. What wares do you sell? Oh, I sell whatever sundries that meet my standards of quality with some measure of curation. I try to ensure that my shelves carry a bit of many things, but you can count on finding more than enough ammunition and a few recoilers that can lead you back here. Okay, so I read it already. So let's see what he has. Maybe I can find... Wow, mirror shades. Can I have shades? What's that? Light flecks break themselves on the silver mote and rush back to the place of origin. The signifier becomes the signified. The simulacrum is realized. It gives us +1 ego. It offers protection against flashes and gives reputation with mysterious stranger. Man, I really want these shades. Maybe I can buy them with some extra effort. What about spectacles? They're just spectacles. And what's the snake skin armlet? It just gives us dodge value, but quite nice one actually. We could replace our force field bracelet because we don't all use force field all the time, but we can wear this all the time to have some dodge protection. And there's some artifact which costs 3,500 dreams. That must be something really special. There's some mushrooms. Wow. And these guys are cannibals. The bearman is selling raw bear meat. Unfortunate. What about a gun? I think the gun may be one of these weird artifacts, but I have no idea. I can try to risk it. This one can be recharged. So it might be a cell. And this is... what is that? Another small stone. So I don't think these are guns, unfortunately. Which is a problem because I do need a pistol of some sort. So let's try to get rid of what we don't need at all. So this can go. This should be examined first. Wait, I have another artifact. What's that? Is it some kind of cell? This is an electro bow. Is it the first good ranged weapon? It's a humming curve of metal. A dim beam of light connects the endpoints of the crescent. When fingers are drawn through the beam, a blazing arrow of energy springs from the weapon. I'm curious if it needs any arrows. Okay, so hold on, my dude. I need to check what I have. So I can get rid of the sturdy bow. And what if I put the electro bow and I recharge it? Let's install a cell. Let's use this metered cell and recharge it for now, because we have a lot of scrap. Okay, so now I have a bow with 100 charge. Can it be shot without arrows? Yeah, I think it can. Look at this. But don't shoot the bear, please. I don't want him to die. Okay. So, how much charge does it consume? It's a 1% charge. I think I just found my favorite weapon. I don't need guns, at least for now. That's a very good news. Sorry, bear, I'm not buying any artifacts, but I want to sell you something. So let's get rid of some of these that we don't need. The armor can be gone. The ring mail is no longer needed. What else do I not need? Is it a damaged glow sphere? Yes, so I'm going to get rid of it. I have another one. This stuff can go, and the second one too. Wait, does this one have a cell? Yeah. I can sell it, I have a lot of cells. And this is an extra stun rod. Okay. The bolts are no longer needed. What I do want to do, I want to get the cells out. I'll keep the cells because maybe at some point I will need ammo, so it's better to carry the cells around, I think. What else do we not need? There are a bunch of very expensive beaded bracelets. I really want these shades, so let's try to get them. So let's sell everything I don't need at the moment. The cranes can go, and maybe we can balance it out somehow. Okay, so if I sell everything, I'll still have to lose some water. That's unfortunate. Well, I'll probably get rid of buckler because I don't use it. What else can we get rid of? This almost well is a stout. I'm not sure how useful is the flashbang grenade. I'll probably forget to use it. I do know that I need my EMP ones for turrets. But I think I can get rid of this flashbang grenade for now. And that should be good for now, yeah. I don't need the slugs, but I'll carry them around in case I find a specifically interesting gun. So let's offer this. We don't have any trade goods anymore, we still have some water. But the most important fact is that now we have the mirror shades. We are fancy as heck. Okay, can I go through here? No. So how do I complete the quest? I think I may have to talk through the communication to the guys inside. I have the trader, but it's not about the quest. So here. Wait, my name is Mafeo the Quick. I bring a message from Archive of Joppa. And I have finished the step, speak with the Bartrumites. A slot opens from the center of the door and a metal tray slides out. Let's give them the disc. Several minutes pass. So, it seems that you are indeed Archive's apprentice. He wishes you to study with us. Unfortunately, we require more than a willing spirit, so they don't want to let me in. The voice continues. Could is not Joppa. You will need to prove your worth, that you might not waste our time and efforts. Travel to the great cavern Golgotha to the north. Within its halls you will find a cache of dysfunctional Baratrumites. Recover one, repair it, and return here. If we are satisfied with your work, you will be admitted to our order. Otherwise, you will not be. Do you accept this arrangement? Yes, I do. So now we have a quest, More Than a Willing Spirit, which tells us that we need to travel north to Golgotha. This is something that we are going to do after a brief rest in this area. And I will love to see you in the next video. Bye bye.